connection. Remember, 3 points of connection in the spine. Abdominals in. If you've got your bands on, push out a little bit against your bands to check your knee alignment. Also check what the space that you've got. Make sure you've got enough space. So if we do sideways movements, you're not going to hit any furniture. It's important to have some window opens and ventilation. Obviously your water, your mat. And this is a class with more challenging options. So if you do want to add in your light weights or your band, of course, just have those by the side of you, and of course your activation bands. Okay, so standing nice and tall, lengthen through the top of the spine. Remember, lift the rib cage, open up the chest. Make sure your chin isn't pushed forward. Draw that chin back. Again, neutral spine position, pelvic floor, buttock muscles to help you with that core engagement. Okay, so let's warm up as we normally do. Okay, so up onto the toes, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back, tuck the chin in, rolling forwards, one vertebra at a time. Relaxing the arms, head, neck and shoulders. And I just want you to feel stretch in the back of the legs. And then breathe in, breathe out, slowly coming up. Tuck the chin in, open up the shoulder blades. Good, all the way back up. Then posture check, neutral, shoulders, chin, up onto the toes. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Close the rib cage, hinge the hips back, tuck the chin in, rolling forwards, one vertebra at a time. Good, and you just want to feel a gentle stretch in the back of the legs. Hinge the hips back, but relax the upper body, and then slowly coming up. Push, if you're using the band, push your knees out against your band to give you more core activation. Excellent. Okay, so posture check, knees, hips, shoulders neutral, and just start to roll the shoulder joints forwards, up, and back, and down. Relax the arms completely. Breathing in, breathing out. Every time you breathe out, try and remember to draw those core muscles in and think about your posture. So chin back, try not to look down, otherwise then your upper body, your posture comes forward. So relaxing those arms, breathing in, breathing out. Every time you breathe out, remind those core muscles. And then we'll just do one on its own. One, and then the other. Breathing in and out, in and out. Okay, one hand on the shoulder. So I want you to watch your elbow, take it up and then open up there. Good, and the other one. So lift the chest, lift the rib cage, follow the elbow, looking over. So we're just opening up the chest and working on that upper back, upper body mobilization. Follow the elbow, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out. Good, both together, breathing in. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together. So at this point, remember core muscles engaged. Squeeze, breathing in, breathing out. Good, all right, one arm up. Remember, try not to lift the shoulder, raise the hand. Elbow back and stretch up from there. Watch the hand as well. Good, and back just straight up for the moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Elbow, arm slightly behind you, stretching up. Good, and back. All right, this time we're going diagonally across, so watch the hand. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over, and we're going to take it all the way around. There we go, and the other side. Breathing in, breathing up, watch the hand. Try and keep the hips facing the forwards as much as you can. Breathing in, again, to stretch the spine, lift the chest up and back, so you're really lifting up through the rib cage, stretching out that spine. Good, both arms up, breathing in, elbows back level with the ears, draw the abdominals in, stretch up a little bit further, and I want you to reach up a little bit further. Watch the hands if you want to, stretching, draw the abdominals in, really lengthen through that spine. Good, and then all the way back, arms behind you, shrug the shoulders, breathing in, breathing out. Relax the shoulders down, breathing in, and lengthen, relaxing, breathing in, and out, abdominals in, take it to the side, nice and relaxed. Stretching from the hand is leading the movement, and then it's from the shoulder blade, reaching, arms slightly behind you, breathing in, breathing out, nice and slowly, reach. All right, back to the center. So arms still behind you. core muscles engaged. Relax the chin forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. So keep doing that. I'm just going to check the screen. If we've got anyone. Oh, Cherie's watching. Sue, oh, you're there, Sue. Good, got in. Good. Anita, are you there? Did you manage to get in? Cherie's there, hi. Okay. Hope you did. Okay. Right, chin forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Chin lifted, and then head forwards. Just remember, this is an isolation, so try not to move the upper body here. It's literally just the chin. Breathing in, breathing out, head forwards. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Back to the centre. Jaw up to the ceiling. Keep the shoulder down. Good, breathing in, breathing out, and the other one. Stretching. Try not to lift the shoulder. The idea is to lengthen there. So stretch that arm away. Breathing in, breathing out, and the other one. Stretch. And stretch. Lengthen. Good. All right. Posture reminder. Move the head to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, not just turn the head to the side. I want you to look up slightly. So your head is coming up and back a little bit. And then breathe in, breathe out, and just roll that head forwards. Brush the chin to the chest, up to the other side. Make sure you're not twisting here. Try and keep the shoulders facing the front. Lift the chest, up and back, look over, and lift up slightly. Go, breathing in, breathing out, up, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, back to centre, chin retracted. And ear to shoulder, hand on over the ear if you can, or just on the head. Lifting the head up, breathing in, breathing out, and down, shoulder down the other way. Don't worry if you feel a little bit of a click, that's a nice stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, and the other side, shoulder down. Good, all right, hands behind the head, chin retracted, head forwards, breathing in, breathing out. And slowly coming up. Okay, so we're going to just do our Cossack. It's called a Cossack stretch. Again, this is upper body flexibility. So you're just going to cross your hands like that way around. Bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out, and then just turn the upper body to the side. Take the elbow back there and look over the shoulder. And back, breathing in, breathing out. Now don't pull from the lower back. Remember, this is a chest movement. Breathing in, breathing out. Hips facing the front. Breathing in. Turn the head with you. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. If it feels uncomfortable on your low back, bend your knees a bit. Tip the pelvis under. That will help you, again, just improve that upper body movement. And then you're going to turn the hands the other way. So other arm on top. Breathing in. Breathing out. Abdominals in. There. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good, okay, so we're going to go into our side lunges. Again, if you want to use your exercise band or your light weights here, you can. So I think we did this recently with the light weights, which works the back of the arms. So if you particularly want the back of the arms working, you can add your weights in it. Of course, it keeps your shoulder blades back and down as well, so you can keep your posture in place when we're doing our side lunges. So legs a little bit wider. Wide as you need to get that stretch there. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Remember to sink the hips back and watch that knee doesn't roll in and doesn't go too far forward. So I'll do that sideways on. Breathing in, breathing out. So turn the feet out slightly. Breathe in, breathe out. Abdominals, shoulder blades back and down. And there. Don't let that lower back push out. Draw those abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, so if you want to add a little bit with the back of the arms, this helps you keep your posture in place as well. Breathing in, breathing out. So as you go into the stretch, you holding your weights or your band, little fingers squeeze towards each other, and you're going to feel it in the back of the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. So give that a go. If you're holding the band, obviously you're just going to pull the band to get a bit of resistance there. Breathing in, breathing out. So squeeze the little fingers towards each other, abdominals in. But obviously the main purpose of this is it's like a warm-up stretch, if you like, for your legs, for your inner thighs, but you want a little bit more with the back of the arms there. I know most of my ladies do. Give this a go. Breathing in, breathing outside. This is just a little, like a warm-up, if you like, mobilization, getting the body going so you can move a little bit with this one. Okay, we're going to hold it one side. Take the legs a little bit wider, turn the feet out more, sink down a bit more, again up to you, so you're just getting that stretch there. And if you want a bit more with the back of the arms, hold that position. So we're holding the stretch, we're holding it here, and just do a little pulsing action so you can feel the back of the arms moving. This is optional. Good, and then the other side, turn the feet out a little bit, sink the hips back. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to go into our hip flexor stretch. So turn sideways on. You can use your band or your weights here. Back nice and straight, squat down, tip the pelvis under. So if you've got the band, you want both arms up. If you've got the weights, you want one arm up. So breathe in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under so you feel that stretch there. And particularly here, if you've got the activation, well, if you haven't got the activation band, it applies as well. Make sure your knee doesn't roll in, push out, so you've got your correct alignment there. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. So stretch one arm up and over, draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under, and then we're coming up and over. Good, and the other side. Elbow level with the ear, breathing in, breathe out abdominals, tip the pelvis under, but lengthen up through the spine as well, up and over to the side. Good, back to the centre, both arms up. If you've got the weights, you can hold them in both hands. Breathing in, breathe out, lift the chest, stretch the spine, lift the chest up and back as you reach up from the shoulder blades, tip the pelvis under, draw the abdominals in. Good, so lengthening all through there. All right, swap sides. There we go. Squat. Now, if you're not feeling it in the hip flexor, of course, you can take a wider stance, go down a little bit lower. Again, I'll leave that up to you. One arm up, breathing in, breathing out. Elbow level with the ears, stretching up and over, draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under. Good, and then the other side, breathing in, breathing out, up and over, and then both arms up. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching up and back slightly, lifting the chest. Draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under. Look up towards your hands as well, so you're really getting that great stretch there. Good, fantastic. Pop your weights down for the minute if you're using that, or your bands. And then we'll just go into general front of the thigh stretch. So hold your foot, ankle, trouser leg, knees level, posture, chin back, breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip. And if you can balance, take the hand off the wall, or hold your ear if you need to, or hold your foot with both hands. Breathing in, breathing out, tip the pelvis under. So if you can hold that position, I want you to tip forward. This is a balance exercise. Keep the chin retracted and lean forwards with the chest, keeping the back straight. Breathing in, breathing out. Not only are you stretching out the front of the thigh, you're working your back muscles here, and you're working on your balance. Obviously hold on if you need to, so we can just do a very tiny movement forwards or a little bit further. Now the secret is to lead with the chest, not the head. So you move with the chest and everything else follows. Draw the abdominals in, good, and back. So you can feel yourself wobbling. That's good because you're strengthening, working deep stabilizing muscles. They're very good for your balance, proprioception. How are you getting on with that? Don't worry, I can't see you, so if you're wobbling, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it on the other side. Hold on to the wall if you need to. Okay, nice and straight, knees level, breathing in. Breathe out, tip the pelvis under, draw the abdominals in. So take the hand away, hold the ear, or if you can, hold the foot with both hands, breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, draw that heel in towards the hip. Okay, and then we're going to try our balancing action from there. You might find one side you're a little bit more wobbly, then the other. Breathing in, breathing out. Lead with the chest. Keep the chin back. Knees slightly bent. Good. Okay, well done. So we're going into our squatting routine. So do grab your weights if you want to, or grab your stretchy band, or you can just hold your ball, whichever you want to, whichever level you're working at. So normal squat position, feet hip distance apart, feet slightly turned out, sink the hips back of course, shoulder blades back and down, heels into the mat, squeeze the bottom muscles as you come back up. Okay, breathing in, breathing out there and back. So we go there and back. So if you're adding weights in, just bring the arms forward. Same if you've got the bands, forwards and back. Or if you're having a rest, just add the ball in, but give the ball a squeeze. And of course, what's important is shoulder blades back and down as we're doing it. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a variation. So we're going to go, take the feet a little bit wider. So we're going one squat in that position. Then we're taking the toes inwards, one squat in that position, and then we're turning the feet out, one squat in that position. So we're varying it. So there's three different variations there. So normal position, but let's just take the legs a little bit wider than shoulders than we normally do. So we're going to squat, then we'll squeeze as you come back up. Good. Turn the toes in, back, and squeeze, turn the legs out, a bit more back and squeeze. So that strengthens all those deeper bicep muscles as well as your abdominals. How is that? Okay, so feet normal position, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze, stretch back, bicep muscles, push the heels into the mat, turn the feet in, there, and squeeze, legs out, there, and squeeze. Okay, so this is inner thigh, bicep muscles, really work those bicep muscles. Let's speed that up a little bit. So we're going there, squeeze, feet turned in, squeeze, leg turned out, squeeze, back together, squeeze, feet turned in, remember to squeeze the ball, feet turned out, there, there. Am I going a bit fast? Let's do four of each, okay? So we'll do 4 with feet normal position, squeeze and really slowly come up. You can speed it up, but no sort of bouncing. So it's there and squeeze. There we'll do 4 normal position, there, squeeze. How many is that? One more. 4 with the feet turned in, there. So even though your feet are turned in, your knees should still be level with second or third toe though. Squeeze, really squeeze those bicep muscles. So with the feet in this different position, we're working different parts of your bicep muscle, which of course strengthens your low back. Squeeze, we're working abdominals, and of course you've got your shoulder blades back and down, haven't you? So we're working those back muscles as well. Right, back to the beginning, normal. So it's 1, squeeze, 2, squeeze, 3, squeeze, 4, squeeze, feet turn in. So of course when you speed it up and you add your weights in or your bands, you start to get a little bit more cardio. So your feet turned out, so you'll feel your heart and lungs working a little bit, which is all good. There, squeeze, squeeze, scoop those inner thighs inside out. Okay, one more time, normal, squeeze, speed it up. 2, squeeze, 3, squeeze, 4, squeeze, feet turned in, squeeze, squeeze, bicep muscles. 3, squeeze the band, pull the band, squeeze the ball. Add your weights in, feet turned out. Okay, scooping the inner thighs here as well. There, scoop, there, scoop, there, scoop. Okay, so I hope you're a little bit out of breath. I know I am. I'm only holding the ball. All right, so pop that down for the minute. And then we're just going to finish off with our deep stretches for our arms. So first of all, remember with this stretch, some people find it very difficult to get that position. So if that applies to you, I just want you to take the one arm across, the other hand goes on here, and you just stretch the arm, the chest across, and you turn the head the other way and reach forward with that arm. So you're getting that stretch there. And then the same thing the other side. In fact, all do this basic stretch first, breathing in, breathing out, then reach. Good. In fact, if you're fairly comfortable with that, we're going to try and do our deeper stretch, but work at your own level. So right arm over left. So we're trying to lock the elbows like that. Hands touching if you can. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. So open the shoulder blades, push the elbows forward. That's it. And then we're just going to move the chest and the arms to the side. Head goes the other way. Now make sure your shoulder blades are opened like that and not retracted. I know I'm always telling you about shoulder blade retraction. Open the shoulder blades here. Take the arms to the side and you'll get more of a stretch there. So breathing in, breathing out. Push the elbows away, open the shoulder blades. Turn the head in the other direction. You should feel a stretch in the shoulder joint. Maybe even your shoulder blade if you get the arms round far enough. There, stretch. There. Okay, there's another level to this. I'm going to show you a more advanced level. So this time, hold it there. Raise the hands up. Bring them down and then take it across. Head goes the other way. Breathing in, breathing out. That gives you a deeper stretch through the shoulder joint. Up, down and back. Up, down and back. And then from there, hold that position. Try and keep the elbows locked and extend the forearms further forwards. Good. Okay. How was that? So as I said, work on your own level. If that's uncomfortable, just do your basic shoulder stretch. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left arm over the right. Push the elbows away from you. Open the shoulder blades, breathing in, breathing out. Turn the head to the side. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Good, and back, and maybe the shoulder blade as well if you're turning around far enough. Stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Then if you want a little bit more challenge, raise the hands, lower, bring it across, turn the head the other way. This gives you a deeper stretch through the shoulders, through the upper back. Great, okay, and relax. Take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, stretching up, shoulders down, reaching, the arms behind you, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Good, and relax, breathing in, breathing out. And then we're just going to take the arms in front, so we're going to open the shoulder blades, reach one arm further forwards, breathing in, breathing out, there, there, there. All right, turn the hands inside out, stretching up, elbows level with the ears, reaching up into your side bend, breathing in, up and over. So remember to lift up your chest here from your waist, no pulling from the low back. If you still feel it pulling in the low back, bend the knees a little bit more, tuck the hips under, and you'll find that stretch comes from the right place. So breathing in, up and over, elbows level with the ears. Bend the elbows a little bit here if you need to get that proper postural position. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Fantastic. And then we're going to do our back of the arm stretch. So hand down your back, hand on the top of the elbow, and stretch that arm down. Breathing in, breathing out, stretch. And the other one here, stretch that hand down the back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to get ready to go down onto the mat. So you can take your shoes off if you want to. Do have a drink of water. Very good to keep hydrated, obviously. Take your shoes and socks off if you want to. And then we're going down into our plank variations. That's it. And we're doing our deeper stretches first, as always. Okay. All right, here we go. So posture check, 3 points of connection in the spine, abdominals in, neutral spine lengthened, up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back, tuck the chin in, roll forwards, and you're going to hold it there, but this time we're going for our deeper stretches. Do make sure you push your hips back, but you don't arch the back. Still draw the abdominals in so your low back is lengthened. So either hold on to the legs or onto the floor if you're already there. So we're working on deeper flexibility now.
in the back of the legs. So bend the knees very slightly, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back, hold it for a few seconds, stretch the legs back enough so you start to get a stretch there, and then hold it. You should find your hands getting a bit closer towards the floor. Bend and straighten. Good, breathing in, breathing out, straighten. All right, again, breathing in, breathing out, straighten, and then alternating. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Stretching. There. Good, all right, turn the toes inwards for your deeper stretches. Same thing, bend the knees, level with second or third toes, straighten the legs, hinge the hips back, hold it for a few seconds. Bend, breathing in, breathing out, straighten, and then alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Good, now turn the feet out, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, and then alternating. Bend one, straighten the other. There, and back. All right, feet back to facing the front. Sink the hips back, hold the end of your foot, stretch the toes back, and turn your foot inwards and outwards to get that deeper stretch through the back of the legs and the buttock muscles. Other one, stretching back, forwards and back. There. Okay, so walk forwards, get your grips ready for using grips, and we're going to do a little bit of side plank today. So remember, work at your own level. If you're not ready to do the side plank yet, I'm going to give you some easier options, so don't worry. Or you can always go into your Superman exercise if it's just all too much. Okay, so walk your hands forward, so into your downward dog stretch, hips back, really stretch the arms back. Draw the shoulder blades back and down, so you're getting that lengthening, stretching through the spine, hips up in the air. Breathe in, breathe out. Now draw the abdominals in to increase your core engagement there. All right, up onto the balls of the feet. So foot exercise. Remember, it's important to work the feet, the ankles, the arches of the feet. So come up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out, stretching back. And then we're coming up and then down, one up. There, stretching back, breathing in, breathing out. Fantastic. Okay, abdominals in. So make sure your feet hip distance apart or shoulder width apart. And we're going to come forwards into our plank and then back into our downward dog. So use the grips here if you need to. Remember, you can always roll the mat up to give you a little bit more cushioning. And of course, if it does get too much, please just bring your knees onto the mat. So we're just trying to build up our upper body strength here. All right, so stretching back, breathe in, breathe abdominals in. Now when you come forwards into your plank, you must draw those abdominals in. Try not to round the shoulders. Still shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted. And then the further forwards you bring your body, the more you're working. So if you find it too much, maybe don't quite come right the way forwards, again, up to you. All right, so enjoy that stretch afterwards, breathing in, breathing out, stretching back. So this is your normal plank position. So we're going to go into our side plank today. So if you know what you're doing, if you can remember when we did side plank before, go into your side plank on your own. But I'm just going to go through for anyone who hasn't been doing it for a while, for example, your sort of easier level, if you like. So rest your hand on your mat, turn sideways, and you're going to have your top leg like just resting on the mat over the bottom leg. So, and your bottom leg is bent at this point. Other hand on the mat, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. Just try and lift your backside, your hip off the floor, so you can feel already you've got more work going on in the shoulders and the arms. Breathing in, breathing out, up and down. So that's like level 1. Okay, does that feel okay? If that feels okay, come up again, and then you just slide the other leg out. So you've still got your bottom leg here on the mat supporting you, hips up nice and high, and then breathe in, stretch up and over, draw the abdominals in, and then reach up again, breathing in, breathing out, and then take the hand underneath you. Now, not just the hand, the shoulder as well, so your upper body goes through. Okay, so breathing in, hips up nice and high, breathing out, breathing in, up and over, there and back. Now, when you've been doing that, and then you're feeling, yeah, actually, I think I could do a little bit more, all you do from there, you slide the other leg away, anchor your feet, and then we're in our side plank position. Breathing in, breathing out underneath. Good, breathing in, hips up nice and high, up and over, and draw those abdominals in. Good, and fantastic. All right, come back to the centre. If you're doing your plank in your centre, you're going over the other way, straight into your plank. If you're doing lesser level, so we're going here. First of all, bottom knee bent, top leg bent as well. Breathing in, breathing out, pushing up. So if that feels okay, here on the hip, you slide the top leg away. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, up and over. So it's exactly the same exercise. We're just building up total body strength here. Up and over and underneath. So again, if that feels okay in the arm and shoulders, slide the other leg away, anchor your feet. Let's come up a little bit, like that. Body in a straight line. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over, hips up nice and high. And then breathing in, breathing out underneath. Take the chest with you a little bit for this one. Draw the abdominals in. This works your oblique muscles. Up and over. Breathing in, breathing out underneath. Good. Come back to the centre, whichever level you're doing. And then you can repeat that a few times. If it was too much completely, please just go into your Superman exercise. Stretching, lengthening. That's what we normally do. Or if you've had enough and you're waiting to the next bit, just do that. So I'll leave you to do that a little bit. I'm just going to check the screen, see if anyone else managed to come in. Oh, we've got 11 people watching apparently. Okay. Oh. There we go. Whoops, sorry about that. Yes, we've got 11 people watching, so I'm presuming you're all in. Okay, there we go. I think Jan's there as well. Okay, good, lovely. So finish doing your side plank. Any questions of these exercises, please just message me below and I'll get back to you after the class. Okay, so back to where you were. And then we're just going to stretch back. So take the knees slightly wider, and then we're going to stretch back into our child's pose stretch. There we go. Try and relax your hips down towards your heels. Don't worry if they don't get there. Relax the arms in front of you, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, and then walk the hands a little bit further away and stretch your arms and hips back. And you should find your low back stretching out. Okay, so take the right arm over to the side, left arm over the top, stretch those arms a little bit further away from you, and breathe in, breathe out, sink the hips back. So this opens up your hips, your back, your spine. And then the other side, left arm out, right arm over the left, stretching back. Come back to the centre, stretching forwards. And now if you can, you should find now you're a bit more stretched out. You can bring the hands down by the side of you into your child's pose stretch. If you can't get the head on the mat, don't worry. You can always just do it in this position. Put your head on the ball. Just make sure it's comfortable for you. And then breathe in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And you will find your low back stretching. And then maybe you'll better get the head on the mat in a minute or a bit later if you keep doing this at home. But it is a great stretch if your low back is tight. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, come back up. So we're going into our cat stretch. So again, working on our spinal mobility, upper back, breathing in, breathing out. Tuck the chin under, opening the shoulder blades. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, shoulder base back and down, abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding, retracting. Lift the chest, shoulder base back and down. Now your head does come up, but don't throw that head back.
And the same thing, your back arches slightly, but don't overarch that back, and really lengthen through the spine. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching, lengthening. Okay, bring the knees back together, lift the feet off the mat, take the feet to the right, turn the head towards the feet. Breathing in, breathing out, and the other way. So again, keep the abdominals in. Again, just works on your flexibility in your low back, your upper body as well, and it's a nice stretch for the neck. There and back, there and back. Good. Okay, so we're going to do today our eye of the needle stretch, which is a lovely stretch to do. Again, very good for your low back. So it's if you think of you're threading the needle, you're actually threading the needle like that. A few different variations we can do it. If it's really uncomfortable, you could do this on the chair. So you're just standing and your hands are on the chair. You could do it that way. Maybe I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so you're in this position. You want your hands a little bit further forwards. Okay, take the right arm out to the side. Now follow the hand, up and back, breathing in. Breathe out, draw the abdominals in. Back of the hand slides on the mat and you take it through that gap. This is the eye of the needle stretch. Okay, slide through till you can feel a stretch in the shoulder. Sink the hips back if you can, as far as it's comfortable. Slide that arm through a little bit more. Bring the head down to the mat if you can. And if you turn the head in the other direction, it gives you a little bit more of a stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, and stretch it. It's a lovely stretch for your back, your upper body mobility, your neck as well. Good, and then the other side. So a left arm up, watch the hand, breathing in, breathing out, back of the hand on the mat, slide it through, look through the gap. Try and sink your hips back as far as it's comfortable. Look through the gap, sink the hips back, head down onto the mat if you can. Then breathe in, breathe out, slide the arms through a little bit more. Turn the head the other way. Sink the hips back as far as it's comfortable. Good, and it does give you a really good stretch. So do one more each side on that one. And I'm just going to demonstrate quickly. If you find it really difficult, you can just do this on the chair as well. Can you see the chair? So you could always just do this on the chair like this if it's uncomfortable. You can do it that way. Breathing in, breathing out, sliding through. If it's uncomfortable, we could even do it this way around. There, breathing in, breathing out that way. If you find it too much, as in on the mat, because it is quite challenging, particularly if your low back's a bit stiff. So give that a go if you need to. That's your option there. Okay, and relax. All right, so we're going to roll over now, and we're going to go into. We're going to go into our rolling down one. So again, activation band's a bit lower if you want to. Remember, it's supporting you. So you can use your bands here, you can use your weights here. Or you can just use the ball, up to you. We've done quite a bit on the arms today. So it's up to you if you want that little bit extra with the upper body. All right, so remember, as I said, the band supports your knees, your hips and your back. But not just because it's there, you need to push out against it. So making sure you are pushing your thighs out against this. So breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. Now tip the pelvis under and you're going to roll back. Push the knees out as far as it's comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out. Abdominals in. Squeeze the bicep muscles and you're going to come back up. So it's up to you whether you go all the way back down or just taking it a little way. Again, if you're struggling with your back, you can always put the ball here. Just do a very tiny movement, breathing in. Concentrate, bands, core, abdominals squeezing. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, opening up the shoulder blades. Squeezing as you come back up. So going all the way down. If you're able to come back up with control, remember no straightening the legs here, because it pulls on your low back. So this is my way of doing it. That's it, stretching back, breathing in, breathing out, coming up. Nice and slowly. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to add in, and just do 3 of these, and then add in our shoulder bridge when we get back down on the mat. If you're not able to get back down on the mat yet, don't worry, you're just going to keep the hands here, and then you're going to roll down like that. Okay, so you're going to do 3 of your rolling down, whether you're going all the way back or whether you're just coming down a little way. We're going to go back onto the mat again, hands on the mat if you need to, and then from here we're going to do our shoulder bridge. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out, abdominals, squeeze the bottom muscles, tip the pelvis under. Remember, if you've got the band, push out against your band as you curl the hips up. Curl the hips up until you feel a stretch in the front of the thigh. Add the arms in, breathing out. So really enjoy the stretch in the spine here. And coming back up, breathing in, breathing out again, squeezing, push the knees out against your band. Coming up, add the arms in and rolling back. Okay, one more. Now if you want to work harder, as you know, bring the feet in a bit closer that way. Breathing in, breathing out, curling up. Till you feel a stretch in the front of the thigh. Good. Add the arms in. Slowly roll that spine back down. And you're going to come back up now. Now if you needed to keep the hands on the floor to help you, do that. And then we're going to go into our rolling down again. Again, next level up with this one if you want to. Taking one leg off the floor. Rolling down a little way, squeezing. All the way down if you want to. Big stretch up, breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals, bicep muscles, swapping legs. So this is your more challenging option. Again, push the band outwards as well when you're doing this. That's it. If you can't get down on the floor yet, just do this one, squeezing there, or what you were doing before. Breathing in, breathing out. Adding the band in here as well, this way, it does actually help you, gives you a bit of support if you can't get all the way down yet onto the mat. So again, that's another option here. Don't let those knees roll in. Push the knees out against the band. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, so one more. There, squeezing. And this time we're going all the way down. So if you can't get all the way down comfortably, just put your hands there. Good, and then breathing in, breathing out. Push the thighs out against the band. Squeeze the bottom muscles, curl the pelvis up until you feel a stretch in the front of the thigh. Arms back, and then rolling that spine back down. Again, to work a bit harder, bring the feet in a bit closer. Curling up and back. And you can always, again, if you want a little bit more going on in the back of the thighs, you can come right up onto the balls of the feet, curling up and all the way back, stretching, stretch the arms, tuck the chin in, push up against your bands. I know there's a lot to think about, but with the breathing as well. One more, breathing in, breathing out, curling up. There, and rolling down. Good, all right, so roll back up if you're able to. If not, remember, you're going to keep your hands on the mat. And then we're going into rolling down again. This time we're going to go diagonally. So you roll down just a little bit, breathing in, breathing out. Move the chest and shoulders, hold it there, and you're going to roll back down. Do three times. Again, if you want more of a challenge, take that leg off the floor, squeezing, breathing in, breathing out. Squeezing, one more. So oblique muscles you're working here. Other side, breathing in, breathing out. You can add your bands in here, add your weights in, whatever level you're working at. Squeeze the bottom muscles. This works the oblique muscles on the side of the waist. Good. Again, you're rolling down just a little way, holding it there, and then just working a little bit harder. Squeeze the bottom muscles when you do this. Other side, breathing in, push out against your bands this way as well. Squeeze it. Or if you're using the activation band, open them up that way. Not the activation band, the stretchy band. Just add a little bit more there. Right. All right, roll back down again. Arms back, curling up, rolling that spine back down. Good. Push the knees out against the band, curling up. Remember, bring the feet a bit closer. Come up onto the balls of the feet if you want to. Rolling back down.
Okay, this time we're going to curl up. Hold it. Keep the hands on the floor. All right, you're going to drop the knees a couple of inches. Push the band apart. And then squeeze the knees together as you push the hips up and squeeze the bicep muscles. So it's breathe in, breathe out, squeeze. Breathing in, breathe out, squeeze. If you haven't got an activation band but you have a ball, okay, or you want to work slightly differently, place the ball in between the knees, keep them there, and then we're just lowering and squeezing. Again, with those added advanced moves if you want to, feet in a bit closer, up onto the balls of the feet, dropping, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze, there, squeeze, there, squeeze and hold it, and then really tiny pulsing action, squeeze the bicep muscles, push the hips up, just until, you don't want to go overarching here, just until you feel that stretch there, breathe in, breathe out there, squeeze, double time. All right, and then we're going to roll back down. One vertebra at a time, nice and slowly. And then again, slowly coming up with balance. Excellent. And then hug your knees. Bring the bands up a little bit higher if you took them down. Again, up to you. Hug your knees, nice deep breath in and out. Great. All right, roll back down. So we're going into our opposite arm and opposite leg, or swimming as sometimes it's called. Again, please work at your own level. I shall give you some challenging options. The options, don't have to do it. Important thing is maintaining your neutral spine position. Arms up in the air, press the shoulder blades into the mat. Remember, chin tucked in, no gaps there. But breathe in, breathe out abdominals, very full. Using the band, push your thighs out a little bit as you go in to that movement. Don't let the knee roll in and back. Breathing in, breathing out. So if you're one of my regulars, which you all are actually, please go into your tabletop variations when you feel ready. But it's always quite nice to do some basics first, just to lengthen, stretch the spine, and to remind your neutral spine position, so you're not arching here. So both arms back, both arms out to the side, point the toe, flex the foot, breathing in, breathing out. Good, there. Again, if you want to work the legs a little bit more, do bring the band down a bit lower. Again, it's up to you. There's no point in bringing the band down lower if you're not doing anything with it. Do you get my point? So you need to push out against the band at the same time, and you'll feel a lot more core engagement there. All right, vary the arms. Press that back towards the mat to stop it arching. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, when you take the arms back, try not to lead with the shoulders. Okay, the shoulder blades press into the mat. Breathing in, breathing out, lengthening, stretching. There. Good. Arms out. And we'll push out against the bands there if you're using that. And then up into your tabletop. If you're ready, breathing in, breathing out. So starting off, touching the foot to the mat, core engagement. Remember, if you bring the bands a bit lower, you're going to work a little bit harder. So one arm, breathing in, breathing out. Both arms. And you can take the leg fully away from you if you want to. I'm just going to bring that band up a little bit here. Breathing in, breathing out. So when you're in this position, when you've got to here, just make sure, push your finger under the small of the back, make sure your back hasn't overarched. Press it towards the mat. And that's going to work your abdominals more, but so you make sure you're keeping that neutral spine position. Make sure the knees don't roll in, breathing out. So when you get to this point, make sure it's a stretch as well. This is strengthening the muscles around the spine if you draw the abdominals in at this point. Breathing in, breathing out. There we go. Stretching, arms out, varying. There. And back. There. Good. And back. Okay, so we're going to do one of my favourite exercises. So we're going to curl up. Again, if you don't want to curl up, you don't have to. You can do this with the head on the ball or cushion or head on the mat. So we're just going into this one. So we're curling up, holding that position, And we're going shoulder towards the knee that's in the air. Okay, it's quite challenging. Speed it up. We're not going back down each time. We're going side to side. If it's too much, just touch the foot to the mat. Okay. And if it's too much, even still, just go back to what you were doing before. Work at your own level. Okay, and then we're going to speed that up a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out, side to side. Keep the pelvis level. Draw the abdominals in. All right, now we're going to hold it there. Either keep the head in this position, or you can rest it on the floor. And we're going to change this, okay, into a cycling action. That's it. So if you think you're going for a cycle, so try and make the movement quite large. So like a tiny movement like this will work, but I want you to really draw that knee in and the other one away. Curl up if you want to, speed it up a little bit, and this really does get the abdominals. But then we're going to reverse cycle. Another one of my favourites. Well, they're all my favourites really. Okay, so you're going to reverse that cycle. Stretch the leg out if it's comfortable and bring it back in like that. Curl up if you want to. If it's too much on the neck, you can keep the head on the ball or cushion, or cross the hands behind the head to support you. Okay, there you go. If you want to work harder, again, bring the band a bit lower. Breathing in, breathing out. There you go. Again, forward cycle. Draw those abdominals in. There, there, there. Bring it back the other way. There, there, there. Okay, and collapse in a heap. And relax. Good, bring the knees into the chest. Circle the hips round. One way and the other way. There we go. Nice and relaxed. So massaging your lower back into the mat. Good, so we're going to go into our spine stretch. So take the arms out to the side level with the shoulders. Feet in tabletop. I just like to cross my feet here. Breathing in, breathing out. So roll the hips and the knees one way. Keeping your neutral spine. Don't lose that neutral spine position, sort of like that. Draw the abdominals in, so you've still got your neutral spine position. Head goes the other way, and just let the body roll as far as it's comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, this is work in progress. There's no right or wrong. You don't have to be able to get all the way over. It's just to stretch your spine, but draw the abdominals in. Breathe out, draw the abdominals in. As we go across, keep the shoulder blades, especially the opposite shoulder blade, pressed into the mat. Turn the head the other way, so we're getting a nice stretch in the shoulders, in your neck. There. All right, bring the feet back onto the mat, take the legs a bit wider, and we're doing the same stretch, but with the feet on the mat. And then this just opens up the pelvis and your spine a little bit more. So add the breathing in, breathing out. Head goes the other way. Keep those shoulder blades pressed into the mat. There, side to side. Good. All right, hands down by your side and just roll that neck side to side. All right, I want you to take your activation band off. Now, I'm going to use it for our stretching in a minute. First of all, we're going to go into our low back stretch and our spine stretch. Okay, so I'm just going to put some relaxing music on. So have a little bit of water if you want to, or if you should do really. So a little bit of relaxing music there. Coming on now, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to go into our low back stretch. So stretch both legs out, both arms. Now really think about stretching here. Stretch the arms from the shoulder blades, stretch the legs from the hips. Point the toes, flex the feet, tuck the chin in. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the left knee in towards the chest. Do a hold underneath the thigh. Draw that leg in. Press your lower back into the mat. Curl up if you want to, optional. And you want to be holding it for a minimum of 10 seconds. Point the toes, flex the feet. Again, optional. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel that stretch in your lower back. Good. And again, point the toes, flex the feet, big stretch. Stretching the spine. Bring the right leg in. Press your lower back towards the mat. Again, hold it for about 10 seconds. Point the toes, flex the feet, curl up, all optional. So this is an excellent stretch for your low back. Do this at home as well. If your low back's feeling a bit tight, press your lower back towards the mat. All right, before we go into our leg stretches, we're going to do our deep spine stretch, spine twist stretch. So different levels. Again, left leg over the right, hands underneath the thigh, draw the leg in and just stretch, don't lean forwards. Okay, just stretch from here to here, stretching forwards a little bit, draw the abdominals in, and it gives you a really good stretch in the low back. Again, if that feels okay, we can take that a little bit further into a deeper stretch. Again, be careful, if it's uncomfortable, please don't do it. So you've got left leg over the right, right arm over the left arm out behind you, and you're going to use this arm to stretch the thigh round, so we get deeper stretch there in the thigh, the buttock muscles and your spine, and then turn the head, so the head goes to the left on this one. That's it, I'll just do it sideways on. So we're here, level 1, level 2, and there, level 3. So use this arm to stretch, breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, do it the other way around. So right leg over the left again. First of all, just that basic stretch. And then if that's okay, take the left hand over the right, this way around. Right arm out to the back. So using this arm, just a bit of pressure, breathing in, breathing out, and then turn the head the other way. Use the arm to stretch the outer thigh, your low back and your buttock muscle. Relax, breathing in, breathing out, and again. Good, fantastic. Okay, so we're going into our final stretches. So grab one of your bands, stretchy band or activation band, for your stretches, and put the band around middle to the end of the foot, right leg out, keeping your neutral spine position. Point the toes, flex the feet, breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex, drawing that leg back a little bit further. When you feel comfortable, adding a bit more resistance with the band. Again, when you feel ready. Okay, take the left leg over to the right. Keep the foot flexed. Take it across as far as it's comfortable and move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. All right, bring the leg back, swap hands, and take the leg the other way. Flex the foot, turn the leg out, move that leg forwards and backwards. To turn the leg out as well, as in turn the leg out that way. Good, all right, swap legs. So wrap the band around your right foot, sort of middle to the end. Other leg out on the mat, as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. Point the toes, flex the feet. Breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex. And then drawing that leg back. When you feel ready, you can, adding a bit more resistance with the band. Particularly if you've got the stretchy band, you can wind it up a little bit more. Okay, take the right leg over to the left. Just going to move myself over a little bit. Flex the foot. And again, move that leg forwards and backwards. Good, bring the leg back, swap hands. Take the right leg out to the right, keep the foot flexed. Left leg out along the mat, if you can keep your neutral spine position. Flex the foot, turn the leg outwards as well to get that inner thigh stretch. All right, bring the leg back. And then we'll just finish off with our hip stretch. Left foot on the bent right knee. Good, and then the other one. Level pelvis, neutral spine. Good, so finally into relaxation position. So you can stay in this position, you can roll over into your child's pose stretch if you prefer.
Knees bent, legs straight, knees apart. Again, arms by your side. Cross your chest, whichever feels comfortable for you. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax your legs. So you want no tension anywhere in the body. Body completely relaxed. And then just going to add in your deep Pilates breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, ribcage expanding sideways. Holding it for a few seconds, long slow breath out through the mouth, ribcage closing, holding it for a few seconds. And again, breathing in through the nose deeply. Rib cage, hold it, breathe out through the mouth, nice and slowly, long deep breaths for your relaxation, holding it, and then repeat that sequence in your own time. No tension in the body anywhere, and focus on your deep breathing, trying to work on holding the breaths a little bit longer, which will slow your breathing down and help you to relax. And eventually the body gets into a state of relaxation. So just work on that in your own time. Just remind yourself, no tension anywhere, particularly the neck and shoulders. Breathing in through the nose, long slow breath out through the mouth. Okay, we're going to slowly roll up. Obviously, if you're doing this at home, you can spend a little bit longer into your relaxation. Up to you. So come back on all fours. Into your cat stretch, breathing in, breathing out. Tuck the chin under, opening the shoulder blades. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift that chest. Stretch the spine, draw the abdominals in. Shoulder blades back and down. There. Good, all right. Downward dog stretch, stretching back, hips up in the air, stretch the arms, stretch your back, heels into the floor, bend and straighten alternately. See if you can now get your heels back a little bit further. Breathing in, breathing out, followed by that spine stretch. Good. Hands back up towards the feet, draw the abdominals in, slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Good, all right, right back up to the top, fantastic. Breathing in, breathing out, shoulders forwards, up, back and down, and arms up, reaching up, cross the hands behind the head, tuck the chin in, head forwards, slowly coming up. Great, well, thank you very much for joining me.